What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to Hear These Thoughts. So I want to talk to you guys about what happened last night on Friday Night SmackDown, where the Super Saiyan Pastor himself, Cody Rhodes, won the Undisputed Championship 3 times for the third time, taking the title off of Drew Petty McIntyre. Now, ever since this situation happened, the IWC has been going crazy. They have been blowing head gaskets left and right. I mean, if you go to the WWE official YouTube channel and you watch the highlight of Cody pinning Drew for the title, the like to dislike ratio is crazy. It is, people gotta be spamming that dislike button or using all 15 of their Gmail accounts that they use for free trials and going to that channel and hitting the dislike button because they hate this result. I think it's almost as bad as probably Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. It probably is getting close to that, but people have made it known they are frustrated, and I get why, because a lot of people are Drew McIntyre fans. They've been waiting for him to win the championship, and this run hasn't been that long. And to give it back to Cody, they feel like it's a repetitive thing to see Cody either going for a championship, having a championship going into it, or whatever the case may be. So they feel like it's a repetitive situation. So all of this brings to the question, which is the title of this video: was Cody winning the Undisputed Championship on SmackDown a terrible idea? Okay, I get why other people feel like it's terrible. They have the right to have their own opinions. But if you ask me, I personally think that this was actually a pretty good idea. And if you guys saw my video where I was talking to Stu's views about this, we pretty much predicted that this was happening. And I didn't think it was a good idea because I predicted it. I'm not one of those people who feel like they're better than people because my predictions work. I don't really care about that type of stuff. But we did say it made sense for Jacob Fatu to cost Drew McIntyre, because remember, Jacob is probably assuming that Drew McIntyre is the one who attacked Jey Uso on SmackDown, sent that man to the hospital. So to cost him for a title is probably the way that he can get his get back. And this is probably a way for them to insert Jacob Fatu into a possible fatal four-way going into WrestleMania with Jacob, Randy, Drew, and Cody Rhodes, right? That possibly could happen. Or they possibly could just leave it at Cody versus Randy Orton, however way they want to go. I don't know how it goes. They're going to do whatever they want with it. But also, I think the interesting thing here is also what is going on with Sami Zayn. What does he got to, what does he have to do with a lot of stuff that's happening? And what are they going to do with Aleister Black? Now, personally, I think what's happening with Sami and Aleister Black is they're doing something they didn't do when Cody Rhodes won the Undisputed Championship off of Roman Reigns. They're setting up opponents for whoever comes out of WrestleMania as the Undisputed Champion. And I think that's what they're doing with Aleister Black and Sami Zayn, and preparing some storylines for that. Because when Cody Rhodes won the championship and he went over to SmackDown, he didn't have any opponents. He had really no opponents. He had to face AJ 3 times. They had to pretty much turn Kevin Owens heel in order for it to make sense, especially for their match going into Royal Rumble. So I love the fact that they're doing this with this whole situation here. Now, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't. I have to wait and see how this whole thing is going to play out. I know most people will say, well, do you really trust them to do this right or that right? I don't know. I personally don't care. And in these moments that these things happen, I personally feel like I don't belong in the IWC. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't belong in the IWC, even though I know naturally I'm a part of it because I make wrestling content. But I think kind of the way that I watch it is a little bit different than most people do. I know people like to pick it apart and try to figure out all the little things that are going to happen, what should happen, what need happen, or whatever the case may be. And I appreciate them for their enthusiasm and their passion for the project. But for me, or the product, I'm sorry. But for me, I watch it like a movie. I'm like, or like even a sports game, if my team, the Rams, if they're doing something that look weird in the first quarter, I'll be like, okay, that's weird. Why would they do something like that? But let's see where this goes. Let's see if they can dig themselves out of this hole. Or they're doing great right now. Okay, let's hope that they continue with the momentum. I watch wrestling just like I watch movies. I'm like, you know what? Let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it plays out. I'm not going to call a movie trash just because I saw the title screen and they used the wrong font. I'm not like that. I just wait and see what they do next, how they play it out. And if I don't like it, I'll let you know after it's all done. But we know that we're in the middle of a storyline that's being brewed up and developed going into WrestleMania. And we won't know anything or how it plays out until WrestleMania is over. That's just how I look at it. But for me, the whole Cody thing is not a bad idea at all. That's just my point of view because I love to see it for the story and we'll just see how the story plays out at the end of the day. So let me know how you feel in the comment section. Do you think Cody Rhodes winning that title off of Drew McIntyre is a terrible decision? Why or why not? I would love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a great